Hello, everyone. My name is Mo Zulfikar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot. But before I go into any details, I want to let you know that anything you hear in this video is for information and educational purposes only. Nothing in this video should be taken as personalized investment advice. Investing comes with risk. To read more about it, please see the description below. And if you want to read about what John writes on a regular basis, you could just head directly to www.incomeinvestors.com. Today's income pick, Trinity Capital Inc., traded on NASDAQ under symbol TRIN, was a stock we looked back in mid-March 2023. At that time, financial services stock traded in days following announcement of Silicon Valley bankrupt, selling securities at a loss to manage lower deposit levels and higher interest rates. What was happening at Silicon Valley Bank only affected those customers who had money in the bank. But investors feared that those weakness could undermine the bottom line of other banking stocks and broader industry. Investors sent banking stocks tumbling. Even big giants like Morgan Stanley took a tumble. The contagion didn't really last long, but it certainly provided investors with an excellent opportunity to take advantage of knee-jerk reaction of investors. John?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Mo. And that's where Trinity Capital came in. Just before actually the Silicon Valley Bank fiasco, Trinity Capital announced that 2022 was an exceptional year of growth. Its operating performance generated a record $975.5 million in new commitments and funding of $631.2 million. This led to record total investment income of $145.5 million and a net investment income of $71.6 million. On top of that, Trinity Capital went out of its way to actually remind investors that it doesn't hold any deposits or securities, nor does it maintain any accounts or credit facilities with Silicon Valley Bank, and neither do its clients. Despite the amazing results and blatant reassurances, investors still kicked Trinity Capital stock to the curb, with the company stock falling close to 20% in the opening days of the regional bank crisis. And as we like to say, if the stock was excellent before a broad-based sell-off, it's probably going to be an excellent stock when sanity returns to the markets. And that's exactly what happened with Trinity Capital stock, and was one of the reasons why we profiled it the day after Trinity Capital stock crumbled.
The chart was certainly ugly, but it presented investors with a unique opportunity. When it was profiled on incomeinvestors.com on March 14th, it was trading at around $11.34. When we looked at it 2 weeks later, it had rebounded to a high of $12.93. That's about 14% gain in 2 weeks. With a strong balance sheet and result, though, we believe it had further upside. On August 3rd, it hit an intraday high of $15.37, its highest trading range in 16 months. That puts Trinity stock up 35% over our March 2023 profile price. It's up around 19% since we looked at it again in early April. John?
Yeah. And since reporting second quarter earnings and revenue beat, we still believe Trinity Capital has additional upside. So too does conservative Wall Street, with a median 12-month share price target of $15 and high estimate of $17. The high estimate would actually put Trinity stock in record territory.
Okay, John. So remind us again what Trinity Capital does.
Yeah, Trinity Capital is a business development company that provides term loans and equipment financing to growth stage companies. Since its inception in 2008, Trinity has made 298 investments and 171 exits. It currently has $1.2 billion in assets under management. Some of its current and previous partners have included Impossible Foods, Grub Market, Lucid Group, and Matterport. In fact, back in February 2022, it received $59.8 million in net proceeds from the sale of equity investments in both Lucid and Matterport.
You noted it reported strong second quarter results.
Yeah, it reported a second quarter earnings and revenue beat. Total investment income increased more than 37% to $46.0 million. Net investment income was up 40% at $22.1 million, or 58 cents per share. Wall Street was looking for income of 54 cents per share. During the quarter, it reported total gross investments of $155 million, and that included $103 million in 5 new portfolio companies, $48 million across 7 existing companies, and $3.5 million in recently formed a joint venture.
John, I know this company pays a regular dividend, and it also pays, special dividends as well. Could you explain a little bit on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to the company's outstanding financial performance, it has been able to increase its dividend for 10 consecutive quarters. Most recently, on March 15th, it increased its cash dividend to 53 cents per share, or $2.06 on an annual basis, for a yield of 14.32%, which is pretty massive when you consider the US inflation rate is at 3.1%. Now, this dividend consisted of a regular payout of 48 cents per share and a supplemental dividend of 5 cents per share. The dividend represents an increase of 2.1% over the regular dividend declared in the prior quarter. Now, long-term, management said its objective is to distribute 4 quarterly dividends of approximately 90 to 100% of its taxable quarterly income or potential annual income. In addition, during any particular quarter, Trinity may pay additional supplemental dividends or special dividends on top of the base dividend so that it distributes approximately all of its annual taxable income in the year it was earned. In example, in 2022, it ended the year with an earnings spillover of $1.73 per share.
All right, John, thank you so much for your analysis. Just to recap, Trinity Capital Inc. stock was kicked off a cliff in March, but it had nothing to do with what was going on at Trinity Capital. It was coming off an exceptional year, and 2023 was looking just as good. All the sell-off did was put Trinity Capital in a much better trading range. Since then, its share prices has increased over 35%. All the sell-off did was put Trinity Capital in a better trading range. Since then, its share price has ripped 35% over our March 2023 profile price. It also has recently announced its 10th consecutive quarterly dividend increase. In word of Steve Brown, company's chairman and CEO, our net investment income performance and portfolio strength this quarter demonstrates that Trinity's differentiated platform can excel in all cycles. You can't ask for much more than that. That's it for today. We'll be back with another video soon, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.